Let me at a throne of mercy, find a sweet relief, kneeling there in deep contrition, help my unbelief. I'm calling you Savior, Savior, hear my humble cry. Good morning and welcome back to your spiritual sports segment on Rhema Gospel Radio. Better than when you heard it yesterday. Here we go. The pivotal Game 3 was on in the National Basketball Association in the playoffs last night as the Indiana Pacers ran the Miami Heat out the field house and literally spanked the Heat with Pacer power 94-75 as George Hill led the Pacers with 20 points and Roy Hibbert was a beast with 19 points and 18 big boy rebounds, and the Heat was smacked in the mouth and the paint, getting out-rebounded 52-36 as the Pacers lead the series 2-1, and Dwayne Wade finished with his worst playoff performance ever with 5 points and also a verbal spat with Coach Eric Spoelstra. And Game 2 was balling last night as the San Antonio Spurs simply befuddled and embarrassed the Lob City Clippers 105-88 to take a commanding 2-0 series lead. With 22 points from Tony Parker, and Chris Paul had a bad case of the coughs as he had 8 turnovers. The National Hockey League continued the playoffs last night as well as they had a pivotal Game 3 to skate out on the ice last night as the Phoenix Coyotes did their best to get their first win of the series but came up a wee bit short and lost by 1 goal 2-1 to the LA Kings as David King and Ans Carpenter each scored a goal to give the Kings a convincing 3-0 series lead in the Western Conference Final. For your quick NBA dribbles, a 12-year-old Texas boy was suspended from school after shaving his head to resemble the face of San Antonio Spurs forward Matt Bonner, scored tickets to a playoff game and props from his favorite NBA player. NBA TV will celebrate the 20th anniversary of USA Basketball's iconic team when the network premieres NBA TV's The Dream Team on Wednesday, June 13th. And finally, after the LA Lakers guard Steve Blake missed the game-winning uncontested three-pointer in Game 2 against the Oklahoma City Thunder, he and his wife Kristen received threatening tweets on their Twitter account. Now granted, I personally was upset, but it's not that serious, folks. Come on, man. There were several games yesterday in the American League and Major League Baseball as the Oakland A's won by a run in 10 innings 5-4 over the Texas Rangers as Josh Reddick launched his 10th homer of the season. The Chicago White Sox muscled past the LA Angels 6-1 with Chris Sale getting his 4th win while striking out 7. It took 11 innings, but the Cleveland Indians eked out a 1-1 win 6-5 over the Seattle Mariners, while the Minnesota Twins eked out a 1-1 win over the Detroit Tigers 4-3 as Justin Morneau launched a 2-run homer. The Baltimore Orioles got past the Kansas City Royals 5-3 with Adam Jones' 13th homer of the season. The Boston Red Sox outswung the Tampa Bay Rays 5-3 with Cody Ross's 7th homer of the season. And the New York Yankees were crushed by the Toronto Blue Jays 4-1 with Jose Bautista launching his 10th homer of the season. For your Summer London Olympic news, Finnish forward Jesse Jonsu's winning goal with 9 seconds left lifted Finland past the United States 3-2 Thursday for a place in the semifinals of the Hockey World Championships. Britain's Olympic Committee rescinded its lifetime bans for drug offenders Thursday, falling in line with the World Anti-Doping Agency after losing its battle to keep former drug cheats out of the London Games. Israeli officials were angry Thursday after the International Olympic Committee denied their request to hold a special tribute to 11 Israeli team members killed by Palestinian terrorists at the 1972 Munich Games. And finally, Brazil's men's basketball team will be led by NBA players Nene, Leandro Barbosa, Thiago Splitter, and Anderson Varejao when they return to the Olympics for the first time in 16 years. To catch archives of your spiritual sports segment, log on to my brand new blog site, CEEJAYSports.com, and make sure you follow me on Twitter at CEEJAYSports. And stay tuned for more updates in your next spiritual sports segment where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and keep smiling because God has something special in store for you.